Welcome to a new series on the channel. As you see, I'm playing All Pro Football 2K8 in the background as well. I am playing Legend League, but it's a different team. Legend League the actual Legend League is gonna be on hold for a little bit, but I'll get to that later. And this is the first episode of the Legend League podcast, where I basically update you. I'm gonna try to do it weekly, or at least monthly, and update you on the upload schedule, the status on certain series, new series ideas, current news, and a part of every podcast will be what I would call the comment corner. The first subject of today is the upload schedule. And here's the couple things I want to talk about. So, why the weird days? So, I used to do it daily. Used to upload daily every single day, and so there were some series I would highly edit, put not a lot of effort in, but I would edit them, go through everything and all that jazz. And then I'll have some series that were like Legend League, which is like middle. Like there was some editing involved, but it was mostly it didn't fill a spot because I did like playing it, but it also did fill like a couple days of videos. And then I had my Madden series at the time, which I'm not playing Madden anymore. That Madden. I'm not playing Madden 20 nor 21. I'm skipping 21 this year. So I used to have and then I would also sporadically start new series as well. Well, the issue is I did that also during the virus epidemic, and I wasn't working at the time, so it was a lot easier to just one day play all this stuff, or in a few days, and then have literally weeks upon weeks of I would record for half a week and get 2 weeks of videos out of it. And it was super simple. Well, I started working, so it made it harder and harder to find time to play certain series. And with how my setup was, it was very hard to find time to record, have a life, work, and edit. So I moved my setup and changed my setup to where it's easier to record, it's easier to play, it's easier to edit. In any spare time I have, I can do that readily available, anytime. The issue is the audio is harder, since it's harder to find time to do the audio, since there's either a person in the room or something going on in the background or something like that. So it is harder to do the audio parts of my videos. So that's mainly the reason why I haven't been able to upload as much. But it is a weird schedule, and I've been trying to figure out days to do it, and I don't know if I want to do it 3 times a week, 5 times a week, 2 times a week. I don't know what would work best. So my first question, if you guys could answer it in the comments, if you guys could think, how many times do you want me to upload a week? Because I can maybe pull with how much I'm able to play now. I can maybe pull daily, but it'd be really difficult. And I have to be really far ahead to do that. But please, down in the comments down below, please let me know, what can you, what do you guys want, for an upload schedule? As well, do you like my upload schedule? Do you like how I double up Sunday, Monday, and then I have Wednesday, Friday, and then so on and so forth? As well, I want to let you guys know that, I know I say this about 4 or 5 times in every video, not really, but I do have a Patreon. And why Patreon? Because it takes me a while to create my rosters, whether it's my fictional franchise, whether it's the APF 2K21, whether it's Legend League. It takes me a while to create these rosters. And that's time I'm not editing, that's time I'm not recording. And as well, for fictional franchise, for Series 7, I'm going to have a very interesting beginning to every video where I show you all the best players and give you a little bit of the story of the best player and like the current situation of the team before I jump into the game. And that is also going to take a while. And if you see on the channel, there is going to be a significant change to the videos I'm going to be doing. I'll get into it in a little bit, but mainly just to quickly say this, fictional franchise is here to stay. I want that to become the mainstay of the channel. It does well for my channel. It doesn't do amazingly though in comparison to 2K21, which is probably the best or second best, but Legend League, when I first released Legend League, like, it was the best thing on my channel, like, view-wise, and it was really fun to play. Now, I'm kind of sick of Legend League. But, anyway, just to finish the one point, though, why Patreon? Basically, it takes me a lot of time, and it's a time that I could be doing other things with the channel. And it's not a thing that's completely necessary. Like, I'm not saying everyone that watches my channel needs to donate or give me some $8, and like, I really haven't done anything with Patreon since I created it, since I have no one to do it with. I am gonna change it a little bit since I'm gonna start this podcast. Now, once more and more stuff happens, like, I want to see where this podcast goes. And I've never really done long form like this. Like, for instance, I've had a couple Legend Leagues in the past that were more rambly than anything, and then me just kind of popping in saying like, oh, look at this happen. And I kind of wanted to bring that back, but as an official podcast, and not really talk about the gameplay, but just talk about whatever's going on. So Patreon's not necessary, but I wanted to start one just in case you guys wanted to help out. Since All Pro Football isn't a popular game, which is insane. Like, a lot of people don't remember this game. I didn't play it when it first came out, but I did get it like years ago. I've had my game since, I want to say 2010, 2011. So it's absolutely insane to me that people just don't remember this game. And it's such a great game. Like, understandably, I think 2K5 has some better qualities to it. Like the breakaway burst in that, where you just release the sprint button, as you would say, makes you go faster. Where in this game it really doesn't. I think you go faster if you tap it, unless you have breakaway burst on. But then that kind of just removes like some players from just being good in general. But 2K5 does have a franchise. But I do like how in APF, like, I have full control. Now, is it, like, going to be as great of a off-season with only being one round of rookies and, you know, which I kind of maybe, like, if this becomes more popular with the fictional franchise, every season I want to do maybe 2 to 3 draft picks rounds. Yeah, so I want to do a few rounds of rookies every year, but that's also up to you guys, because, in the description in every video, like, I want you guys to put in every comment section on any video, player name, player position, player number. I don't care if you're part of the Discord, I don't care if you're part of the YouTube channel, I don't care if you're part of the Patreon. You all get a player. Every viewer can be on here. I want to add you guys to fictional franchise. I want you guys to be added to a college. I'm floating the idea of a college series. I've tried it in the past, didn't really like 2K14, I'm willing to try it again. I'm willing to try NCAA 06 because I just got it working on my emulator. And I just bought Maximum Football 20, which has full-on controls. Oh, the gameplay may not be amazing, but I would have full control of player names, teams, logos, everything. So, you know, if you want to become an owner or a coach in one of those, you know, that's part of the Patreon. But if you want to become a player, you know, you don't need to be a Patreon. If you are a Patreon, then you do get a player, but you get a crap ton more stuff. But when you're just if you're just a commenter or a Discord person who comes and watches my videos, you get a player, and you can get multiple players. Like, I don't care. Like, give me some ideas for players, and I'm gonna put them in. Every viewer gets a player, like, no matter what, in any franchise. So, on to series status. There's gonna be a lot of changes. I know in the last few months I've added a lot of series, and if you're like, well, why did you start, 12 different series and only did 2 videos in? I was seeing what I liked. So, obviously, fictional franchise is staying, and it's only because one person, like, commented and said that they really liked it after the championship game with the Wolves, that they really liked it, and, like, said that I, do a really good job, and they were super nice. And I'd already thought about retiring it and only doing Legend League and 2K21. So, thank you. I can't think of your name right now. I might put it in post, or if in the next podcast, I'll definitely have your name, and I'll post it up. Cause, like, he is the reason why I'm even doing fictional franchise. So, thank him, because I love fictional franchise. I was kind of burnt out on it, but now I'm, like, completely obsessed of fictional franchise. I want to keep doing it. So yeah, fictional franchise is staying. And like I said, during to my current setup, audio is harder. So anything that was not just like content I'd put out, but like any content that was more long form. Now, luckily, these podcasts are just hopefully gonna be like 30-minute to maybe an hour tops. But a lot of the series that were live, like as in not live, like live stream, but like I did all my commentary live. Like Blitz the League, Madden 12 franchise, that's on hold. That will definitely be coming back though, because that's awesome. It reminded me a lot of my Madden 20. It's not as good as my Madden 20 Blitz League roster, so if you guys found me from there, like, please download that, because that's probably my favorite roster I've ever made. Because each team has so many good, like, it has every player, like, it has some players that are in my fictional franchise. I got some of my players from my fictional franchise from a franchise I did right before YouTube. It's actually a franchise that got me into YouTube, because I was thinking about doing it, because I was like almost 10 seasons into a Madden 20 franchise of Blitz the League, and I was after 6 season franchise like failed on me. Like there was a weird glitch. Well, the same glitch happened 10 years into my other one, so I had to stop, and that's when I found APF, and that's when I found everything. So, thank you to that, and thanks to a member of my personal life that really got me into YouTube as well. Thank her as well for this channel. Yeah, so Blitz League Madden 12 will be coming back at some point. I do want to continue it. It's just right now it's kind of hard to. Throwback franchise, if you haven't realized, is done. I'm sad to say that, because freaking Throwback franchise on the first video of it is literally like my second or third most viewed video. I have no clue why. I don't know why it does so well, because it came out way after my first video, and it's probably my best video, like, in general, of like actual being watched. I have no clue why that is. I don't know if it's because 2K5 is a good game or what. But I do want to bring 2K5 back, whether it's through Throwback franchise, and the same thing goes with my Fantasy Draft franchise. It's just those videos are so much harder to do since I like doing them live. I like doing them with no edits. Now, when it comes to fictional franchise, the reason why I'm able to do it is because I do the commentary afterwards, so I'm able to edit it so then I can do 2 to 3 videos an hour audio wise, which ain't bad. The problem is with stuff like Legend League, stuff like Throwback franchise, stuff like Madden 12, Madden 12 Blitz League franchise. It's harder because those videos are 40 minutes to an hour plus long. So I could edit them, but they're so I don't have enough time nor the want to edit fictional franchise, Legend League, and another series. As this like fictional franchise, the reason why I'm willing to edit, because editing's really hard for me, because I don't mind monotonous, but it's like cutting every play. Now I have worked my way around. If you guys haven't noticed, I think those videos have come out. The new ones are, you know, if it's a blowout, I'm not gonna just keep doing, like, you know, the every other play thing. I'm gonna do, you know, take out like half a quarter, which I think I'm gonna start doing, and it'll make the videos a little smaller, a little more digestible. So that's nice. So, you know, if I have some more time, I will edit. Maybe start doing Legend League and edit it, or do 2K5 and edit it. And this is where 2K21 comes into play. All Pro Football 2K21 may continue. I have a second season ready to go. I have a second season ready to be played. I just have to edit it, do audio, or play it, edit audio. But it's ready to start. Problem is the main fact is I'm super into my fictional franchise right now. So into it, in fact, that I have Season 6 almost all the way played, and Season 5 is not even done being put out yet. Season 5 is not even done being edited yet. So I haven't even started on Season 6 editing. Or sorry, Season 5 is all edited. I just have to do audio. Season 6, I haven't edited yet. So, and it's been harder to edit, also just for like mental health reasons, and it's just been really hard to edit sometimes, and just find time, since I have been so busy with life and work and just all that. But All Pro Football 2K21 may come back. I haven't decided yet. I have a NFL 2K5 roster for, it's not this season, it's last season, that I may use. I may use it because I did get a 2K21 roster for 2K5. Problem is, it like freezes at a weird game like every season, and I've tried to like sim past it and maybe move my APF 2K21 thing into that, but every time like it freezes at the worst opportune times, and I can't deal with that. So once I get 2K5 working, like absolutely working and everything, 2K5 will be coming back on the emulator, no doubt. It will be coming back. It's so fun to play. It has a franchise, and I think doing it that way will be better, so I don't have to exclude teams. If I want to play as the Jags, I'll play as the Jags. If I want to play as the Cardinals, I'll play as the Cardinals. If I want to play as the Raiders, I can still play as the Raiders. It's just currently, right now, in this situation, it's just not worth it to play. So 2K21 might be on a small hiatus. For a little bit. But I will let you guys know in the next podcast. Now with Legend League, I think I've already said this, but I also wanted to say that Legend League is becoming this podcast for now. The days of me doing commentary on it, I truly think, like, commentary on my fictional franchise is good because, like, one of my biggest, like, not heroes, but, like, influences is Mr. Hurricane. And my favorite part about his videos is the fact that A, there's like a small storyline in it, and yeah, it's a part of the actual NFL. But my favorite parts is like later in the series, like my favorite series by him for sure still, other than his Jaguars one, is Madden 12, is his Vikings franchise, because it went for so long, it had so many good stories. Yeah, his commentary at the beginning wasn't great, and it was a lot older of a video, but it was still amazing to see how his team like changed, and his players, and just like even in his later series, how he has these, best of franchise like players, and that's super interesting to me. Because that's my favorite part, is like not season 1, not season 3, but when the team that you've made is your team. And I'm really starting to feel like in this fictional franchise, since even though this isn't my roster, like I downloaded the roster off the Discord, that I've added so many players, I've adjusted so many players, I've turned some of these players, I've added players from you guys, like getting Mike Clark at running back was the thing that saved fictional franchise. And I don't know, I want fictional franchise to succeed. I know it gets less views, I know it's harder to do because I have to edit, but if anything, I want fictional franchise to be, I don't want to be like the SFL where it's sim, it's, I understand it's competitive because, like, you pick your, coaching stuff and everything, but, I think my stuff, is a little more fun. Now, do crazy things happen in SFL? And I would love to see, like, those sliders, because they have some crazy plays where a power back just breaks, like, 4 tackles, But I want to keep editing this roster till its final point. Now, like I said, Season 6 is going to be a huge difference for Fictional Franchise. Fictional Franchise is going to have a change with the Wolves. They get a lot better. The Blackbirds get a lot better. Every team in my division gets a lot better. I'm going to try to make the teams a little bit closer, but still have some really bad teams in there, and grow them as well. I think my 1-round draft system works. If anything, I might expand it to 2 rounds, and in the future 3, once I start getting more and more names and ideas from the community here, and make it so, like, some players are just gonna be straight up red generic, like, awful players, like, drafted, and then some people are gonna be steals, which I do have steals right now, but a lot of the players are either stars or, slightly generic, because I want them to at least be a little bit of a change. But once we get into more and more rounds, I want more and more super busts that are just horrible, and I would love that, or even just grow some players as well. So that's the plan for Fictional Franchise. Like I said, Season 6 is going to be changed. We're going from a team, which, if you guys have watched Fictional Franchise this season, has been very up and down, very run heavy. The best way I can describe it is we are team is that? We are basically what the Vikings used to be. We're basically Kirk Cousins as a team. When we face a really bad team, we blow them out. We are amazing. We are, like, crazy good. We run for like 300 yards a game. We pass for 100 or so. It's crazy. And if we go against a really good team, we most likely either almost lose or about to lose, and I somehow pull something out with Jonathan O'Connell, who's great. But it's mainly a running team, and if we can't get the running game started, it's hard. So, Fictional Franchise for Season 6 is going to become a very run-heavy team still, but we're going to be offensive heavy. We're losing some defensive players, and we're gaining a lot of offense. And Season 6 so far has been so fun to play. So much closer, and it feels like players and teams actually have issues and strengths, and it's gonna be awesome. But starting with Season 7, which I'm currently doing the roster for, I'm gonna wait till probably after Season 5 is done and complete, like edited and put out. I'm gonna make a video stating that I need. This is gonna be part of the video, but as well I'm gonna make its own separate video. So if you're still here, please put down player names, position, number, and maybe a backstory if you want to. Like, tell me what type of player he is. Like, if you say power back, if it's a running back. I'm gonna go in particular what I need for Season 7. Hell, I might even do it right here. For Season 7, I need a free safety, a quarterback, another quarterback, a center, a third quarterback, a CB, a running back, 3 running backs, and a D lineman. So if you guys have any ideas, put it down below. As well, I'm super excited for Fictional Franchise, and that will be for Season 7. Season 7 is going to be hella fun too, and I do have a significant question that I want you guys to answer in the comments down below. And that question is, do you want me to change teams? The Sacramento Wolves have won a championship. Do you want us to try to repeat? Do you want us, if I fail this season, is it okay if I move teams? The Wolves are in their final state. It's the state that I've wanted them in for a while. It's the state in mind that I thought I wanted with Nev Watts, but Nev Watts just never panned out. That's why we got rid of him for Jonathan O'Connell, because O'Connell gave us basically the same stats. He just didn't have as much throw power. Whoops. But then, if I do change, what team do you guys want me to change to? So, with that said, thank you guys for watching. I believe there's still, I think, 7 minutes to go here. And I'm just gonna say, just talk about some other series stuff as well. Right here would be the comment corner. It will be at the end of every video. And how it works is drop a question in the comments, any question, about my franchise, about, you know, ask me about a series, like if I wanted to do a certain series. Because I don't know, I want you guys to get involved in this, and I know this podcast is gonna suck, and I know in not just a week, but in a month, years from now, if I keep doing this podcast, we're gonna hear this first episode, and I'm gonna want to vomit, because my voice probably sounds weird. Yeah, and I think personally, we I'm not used to doing, podcasts like this where it's long form, where I'm talking all the time. That's why I think I do a lot of my stuff, like my commentary wise, where it's just like snippets, because I can be on at a certain degree. It's me, but times 10 for a minute, and then cut, and then continue, and if I mess up, I can just go back and change it. Whereas live, like, if you notice, like, there's a lot of mess ups, there was a lot of just misspeaks, and just, I was more like into the game, but like the problem was, like, because I didn't know what was gonna happen. But I also thought, like, the gameplay itself lacked because I was always doing it live, and I just don't, like, I want to have good videos and good gameplay. So from now on, with Fictional Franchise, if it is going to be one of the only ones, like, I'm still going to be playing the UFC's still going to be there. Once it's only going to be there until my trial runs out, because I run it on the trial. I was thinking about doing a Buck Plays series where I maybe just play random games for an episode. But it's just, I don't know, I'm thinking about doing that, but I would also need you guys to comment down below what games you want me to try out, because this is a sports channel, but I'm willing to, like, break that a little bit and play whatever you guys want me to play. And then just finally, like, if Fictional Franchise is going to be one of my main things, I'm going to try to make it more high quality. So, at the start of every game, I'm going to be running through what the teams play with, like what their schemes are, their best players, and just everything like that. And it's going to be like almost like a slideshow at the beginning of every video, except if I play a team twice. But other than that, I'm going to try to put more high quality videos and try to be better at editing and be better at talking. And thank you guys for watching the podcast. And if you liked it, please like and subscribe for more. And I'm going to try to do this podcast more often. I find it more fun than just trying to commentate all the games and edit them. But if you enjoy, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.